Welcome to Destination Unknown, a story about life, business, and our family travels as we connect with local communities, nature, and ourselves. Join our social networks and come explore with us.
Welcome everyone to Destination Unknown. We are in beautiful Banff, Alberta at the moment, and this is our first chapter number 1, and we're just going to run through basically what we're doing and give you guys insights of what we had to do to even get to this point, which has been quite an adventure and quite a journey.
So I'm Crystal Nash. I don't even know really what to call myself. I do so many things. I'm a self-realization guide. I'm a wellness coach. I also teach Kundalini yoga.
You're a mother of 3?
I'm a mother of 3 and a dog, and sometimes you.
Yeah, so mother of 4.
A mother of lots.
Yeah.
And business owners, entrepreneurs, journey person.
Yes. And I'm Matthew Nash, and I am now a business owner, owner of Yoga Clothing, and
you have a lot of background as well. Yoga teacher.
Used to be in the trades, recently quit that.
Sound therapy.
Did a lot of sound therapy over the years, was into music producing.
Yeah, you'll learn about all this stuff as we go along.
Yes.
But that's just kind of a brief of who we are and what we do. So why do you want to listen to this podcast? Why do you want to follow us? This podcast will tell you what it's about. So we're going to share our journey. We recently sold our home and got an RV, uprooted the family, and decided to travel and just be free and not really have any destination. That's why this is called Destination Unknown. Just kind of following our hearts, following our souls, trying to connect with ourselves, connecting with nature, getting the kids to get off the devices and just learn about themselves and learn a little bit more about life and, you know, step outside the box a bit.
Yeah, what do you think our push was to do this?
Well, the last few years was really hell. Having a business with Inner Sound, we had a business where we did vibroacoustic therapy and coaching, and I think that being able to work and then not being able to work, and then not being able to work and not being able to work, and then the kids going to school and not going to school, and it was just a lot, and it was very challenging mentally. It was very challenging just to like feel as if you were growing. You know, as humans, we want to grow, we want to learn, we want to evolve, and that constant back and forth, and you can do this and you can't do this, and the fear just really it was just too much. And I think that you and I have always wanted to travel. We've always wanted to do this cross Canada adventure and explore what our country has to offer and the beauty. I mean, like, look at where we are right now. Like, this is amazing. Yeah. Like, we've always wanted to do this, and I think with all that we had just gone through and experienced, it was time. And I think the ages of our kids is good as well. Like, we
were feeling pretty stuck.
Yeah.
And
frustrated.
Yeah. And I was in school myself. And it was entirely online, and that was insanely challenging. Like,
because it was acupuncture.
The stress that was happening, like, I was having headaches, tension all over my body, and we just felt this urge we need to get out and have nothing attached to us anymore.
Other than a trailer that we're pulling
Other than
along.
a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was time for something new, time to take some risks, time to make our own crazy, like life was crazy. And it was kind of like, well, if we're living in this crazy time, like, why don't we just make our own crazy?
Yeah, because we still don't know what's going on.
Destination unknown.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing. We're just doing.
We took advantage of a hot market. The market in our area was really hot, and Crystal sold the house ourselves. We didn't use a realtor.
Yeah, I knew because the market was so good that houses kind of were selling themselves, and I was like, why am I going to pay a realtor to sell my house in one day? Like, when I could save that money and sell our house myself. So it took a month. You gave me a month. You were like,
yep.
Okay, you want to try this? You can try this. I'll give you a month. And like literally at that 30-day mark.
One.
Yeah. It was, that was it. They bought private. We sold private. It was probably it was a great experience.
It went smooth.
It went really
very smooth.
We made great money, and it really, we made enough equity to live this adventure and build Yoga, which is our new business, which is yoga clothing.
Yeah.
And nature wear.
Anything that wants to help you discover yourself, the clothing to help you discover yourself. And we're trying to branch out, connect with more people to even build some knowledge awareness as well. And yeah, just send the message. I just knew how much yoga helped me over the years through alcohol, and it helped me reconnect to myself, and I just want to share that with other men.
So that's kind of where yoga came from.
Yeah.
Like, was your experience with yoga, being your own guru?
Yeah, and there was just this, clothing has always been something that I always wanted to do. No matter what I was doing, from playing in a band to owning my own production label, to even doing these little events that we were doing through a hip hop company. I was always like, okay, how can I brand this into some clothing? Like all throughout high school through till now. And then there was this, I was in one of my teacher trainings through yoga, a sound teacher training, and my teacher at the time just kept repeating this: you got to be your own guru. You got to be your own guru. You have these gurus to point you into the direction and guide you. But at a certain point, you can only establish yourself if you go within. And this be your own guru thing started running like clockwork over in my mind, and from there, for some reason, be your own guru stuck with me with FUBU. And FUBU was big. I loved FUBU all through high school. And I was like, man, like there's a clothing, there's something to do with this, and I feel like I can use this to get in touch with more men and show them the positive effects of yoga and connecting with yourself and connecting with nature. Because this is all of it is yoga. Because
yoga isn't just postures and breathing, and it's not just on the mat. Yoga is everything. Yoga's off the mat as well. Yoga is how you're being of service, how you treat people, how like you're learning. There's different limbs of yoga, right? So it's not all just being on a mat.
How you connect to yourself.
You're creating that awareness of you. Like, what are you doing? How are you being your own guru? How are you learning about yourself?
Who are you?
Yeah. What are your values? What do you love?
What do you enjoy?
What feeds your soul? All of these things are you being your own guru. And I think this trip as well is, we're teaching the kids. How are you being your guru? How do you do that for yourself?
What are things that connect to you as you're going through this journey? What are things that you like?
Yeah.
Like the practice, the asanas example, were one thing that got me into this.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was like reconnecting to me, riding bikes and connecting to nature again, and getting connecting to all stuff like this.
Yeah.
And it was all teaching me something a little bit about myself, and continues to teach. And that's really the purpose of the clothing. It's like creating this community and creating this awareness.
So that's also what we're doing on this journey, is we're trying to, connect with local yogis, local wellness communities, and just people, and what is their passion, how has yoga helped them, so just sharing and connection. I feel like connection is the biggest thing for this journey for us, not only with yoga but just with ourselves. So we're really excited. It's been a month. We started in July, the beginning of July. We've been on the road for about a month, and
had tons of hurdles.
Well, that's like, we're going to share that with you in chapter 2. But but we just wanted to introduce ourselves and let you know kind of what we're all about, and hopefully you're interested and you follow our journey. We are heading across Canada. Right now we are in Alberta. We just spent the last month in Alberta. We head to BC when? Next week?
Next week we head into BC.
We'll be going into BC.
Yeah.
So, I think it's been fun so far. Like we said, we sold the house, we bought a trailer, we bought a big truck. Matt wrapped the truck with our friend Sean.
Yeah, we did a wrap. I don't know, I couldn't do with just a solid blue truck, and we wanted to add some
The creative
vibe
mind.
to, vibe to
You're
it.
just so creative. You need to put your spin on everything, which is great. Yeah. So, and I mean, honestly, the amount of compliments that we get on that truck, like people love it.
Yeah, it's old school, right? It's got an old 70s vibe to it on a brand new truck, but yeah.
Yeah, so.
Nothing crazy, just a bit of uniqueness.
Yeah, it just makes you stand out a little bit, you know, and I think that's good too with what we're doing, because then people will see the truck and be like, hey, there's Yog, or, there's those crazy Nashes.
Yeah, you can check it out on I think we got to post it on my Instagram.
Yeah, but we can show a clip.
Yeah, we can show a clip too.
Yeah.
What else did we want to touch on here? Was there anything else?
Just wanted to, share a little bit about who we are, what we do, why we went on this adventure. And that's probably about it for this episode, this
I think
chapter.
It's a good introduction. I do have a men's yoga podcast as well.
Yeah.
That we can share in the descriptions and whatnot if people want to check that out, or if anybody wants to come on it. It's honestly for anyone who wants to share their journey with yoga and how it has positively affected them.
Yeah. It's quite interesting to hear everybody's story, because they're so similar yet so different.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Everybody has something. It seems like it was always like not a rock bottom, but like a pretty low point in people's lives. And then, they started doing yoga, and then it just helped them through that tough time or those challenging moments. And I think that is what yoga is, right? Like, it's there for you. Those practices are there for you to help you through the challenging times. And it doesn't always have to be like rock bottom or the worst time ever every time, but yoga helps you as well. Once you start doing it, it helps you not get to those places again, right? It's more balanced. It creates more of a balance, as opposed to like so many roller coasters of up and down with life, right? Like, think about us before yoga. It was like emotionally up and down, like life up and down. It was it was
hard to find the middle.
There was no like, it was like either you were really happy or you were really shitty, and like there was no balance. And
there's still a lot of moments of that, but I feel like we can go to a practice or something. Just
it just doesn't take you down so far, right? It's more stable, like that you're more with the ebbs and flows and going with life, as opposed to feeling like you're being beaten down by life.
And I think a lot, what's interesting as you were talking about the yoga was, I feel like the more I practice what's yoga to me is the less I understand the definition, like how to define yoga. You know what I mean? I feel like these definitions, I don't know, like it's just, for me, it's, I can't define yoga as, if this makes sense. I don't even know if this makes sense. I just feel like the less I understand things, and on the outside, and the more I'm trying to just, okay, I just need, where is Matt?
You're being your own guru.
Yeah. I feel like the less I understand and everything is just a mystery, the more I practice. But a beautiful mystery.
Yeah.
And the less I try to define things.
Right, you're just kind of going with the flow, in a sense.
Trying to.
Or just like accepting what is, as opposed to feeling like you have to control everything and know everything.
Yeah.
It's more of just an acceptance and alignment with what is right for you.
Or what is not right for me.
What is not right for you. Yeah.
But I think we can end this first chapter.
Yeah.
And
we hope you follow us, follow our journey as we share the ups and downs.
We can be followed all through Instagram. Yoga can be followed through Instagram. The Men's Yoga Podcast can be followed through Instagram. And we'll be getting back to more episodes there. We just had such a journey to get out here that I had to put pause on the Men's Yoga Podcast. And hopefully we'll have some more people. And if you want to come on, hit me up.
Yeah. It's definitely been a learning curve, but we'll talk about that in chapter 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for everyone for checking us out, and we'll see you in the next chapter.
Yeah.